Trade makes everyone better off. Let's see why is it so with this example. Assume two people in an island, Daniel and Anna, and they both enjoy two products, beer and peanuts. Now, in terms of productivity, Daniel takes 10 minutes to produce 1 liter of beer, but 20 minutes to make a package of 1 kilo of peanuts, and the timings for Anna are 20 minutes and 50 minutes respectively. So they have two options in this island. Either they produce by their own and consume only what they produce, or they may produce a combination of products or even specialize and then trade. So as a first example, let's assume that they don't trade and they will only consume what they produce. So let's consider in here a production example where both have 1 hour. So, for example, Daniel can consume 2 beers and take 20 minutes for that. And if he spends 20 minutes in 1 hour, he has left 40 minutes, so he can also produce 2 packages of peanuts. And let's assume Anna only wants 0.5 liters of beer, so she spends 10 minutes on that, and she is left with 50 minutes to produce 1 package of peanuts. Well, in terms of the whole economy, they are producing 2.5 beer and 3 packages of peanuts. Now, they want to see what happens if they trade, and before trading they have to decide how much they will produce of each product. So before this decision, they have to see what is the cost for each of the products. So let's extend this table and see what are the prices, or if you want, the costs. So, if Daniel takes 10 minutes to produce a beer and 20 to produce 1 package of peanuts, when he produces 1 beer, he misses half package of peanuts. So the price of beer in terms of peanuts is half, 0.5. Let's do the same for Anna. If she produces 1 beer, she takes 20 minutes, and therefore she will give up a portion of peanuts. So what is the final number in here? Well, we just have to divide 20 by 50, so what she produces over what she is not producing, which is 0.4. Well, in this case, we observe that Anna has to give away less peanuts than Daniel. So Anna should be the one to produce beer, because she has what we call the comparative advantage. Now let's see the price of peanuts in terms of beer. Well, Daniel takes 20 minutes to produce peanuts, and in these 20 minutes he could produce 2 beers. So that is the cost of producing 1 package of peanuts. Now for Anna, she takes 50 minutes to produce 1 package of peanuts, while only 20 minutes to produce 1 liter of beer. So the final number in here is 50 over 20, which is 2.5. So in terms of cost of producing peanuts, it seems that Daniel is the one that has the comparative advantage. So they will decide to specialize in just one product. Anna will produce beer and Daniel will produce peanuts. Now let's see the table of production when we consider specialization. Okay, Daniel will produce peanuts and he has 1 hour and he spends 20 minutes for each package, so he is able to produce 3 packages of peanuts and none of beer. While Anna has 1 hour to produce beer and she spends 20 minutes per each liter of beer, so she will also produce 3 liters of beer while none packages of peanuts. Now, if we look in terms of the whole economy, now the whole economy is producing 3 liters of beer, while before it was only producing 2.5 liters of beer. And in terms of peanuts, is producing exactly the same. So in terms of the whole economy, they are already better off. But now let's see in terms of consumption, because they enjoy to have beer and peanuts at the same time. So they will have to trade. Now, in order to trade, they have to agree on a certain price. So if they only produce 3 packages of peanuts, which is what they already had before, let's simplify this example and assume that the quantities of peanuts they will consume will not change because the production has not increased on that product. Now, if Daniel will consume 2 packages of peanuts, but he produces 3 packages, he has to sell 1. Now, in order to sell peanuts, we are going to sell in terms of beer. And the cost for Daniel is 2, the cost for Anna is 2.5, so the price has to be somewhere in this range for both of them to be happy. And let's assume, for example, that the price is equal to 2.25, right in the middle. So if price of peanuts is 2.25 and Daniel is going to sell 1 package of peanuts, he will gain 2.25 liters of beer. Remember that the price of peanuts is in terms of beer. And because he gains 2.25 liters of beer and the whole production was 3, well, Anna is only going to consume 0.75 liters of beer. Now let's compare this with the previous situation without trade. So before, Anna was consuming 0.5 of beer and 1 of peanuts. Now she is consuming 0.75 of beer and 1 of peanuts. So she is consuming more beer. And we verify that the same happens to Daniel. He is consuming 2.25 liters of beer instead of 2. So because they consume the same amount in peanuts but more in beer, we conclude that trade makes everyone happy.